Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So USC's offense will be the first up today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 16 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams had put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Makes the grab. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
You guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. First down and 10 now. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the Commodores bring their punt team onto the field. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down play call. How aggressive. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Parker. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they come up with this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Short connection to the tight end here. To get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller that you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. Put that on a rope.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Commodores will come to the line to run the hurry up. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run the option. QB decides to keep it here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest thing that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Now it's second down here. Heading left after the handoff. They tackle him behind the...
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. And the Commodores will line up on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Got space, looking to score. Bustled out of bounds, close to the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just a 1.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking the sack.
Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
Perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. They'll stop with the 34. That will be a first down. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that,
and it's caught. Touchdown, SC.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Vanderbilt's offense has back out onto the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking for a deep completion. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Southern California. A defensive touchdown, and suddenly this national championship game is dead even, Kirk.
Wow, great job by this defense of coming up with a turnover and then also being able to turn that into a touchdown. Now all of a sudden the momentum feels like it is shifted, and we have a national championship on the line here.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. He's back to throw again on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off here.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Commodores are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Here's the option play. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Makes the throw across the middle of the field.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
We'll have to throw it here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Commodores will send their punt team onto the field. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. And they get a drive going this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize that any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain what should be the last play of this third quarter. Well, Cook, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. Walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. The Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. 1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a target, and it's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Important yardage needed on 3rd down here. A field goal try would be from 52. Makes a quick catch. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Touchdown, USC. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Oh, almost intercepted for a 2nd time today. Couldn't quite hold on. But it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Commodores will line up to boot it away. They have put it away for the 4th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. The defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the Trojans are on the move here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. And it's a kneel down. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but he really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have